A $30 million penthouse, an ocean breeze, and a crumbling empire built on customer funds. The story of FTX isn't just about code and crypto. It's about ambition, unchecked power, and a spectacular collapse. At its peak, FTX promised a new era of finance, spearheaded by its enigmatic founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF as he was widely known. Headquartered in the sun-drenched Bahamas, FTX cultivated an image of innovation and success. Executives, many in their 20s, were drawn to a lifestyle that blurred the lines between startup culture and extravagant luxury. But beneath the veneer of groundbreaking financial technology and island paradise, a different reality was taking shape. A reality where customer deposits were allegedly treated not as sacred trusts, but as personal piggy banks. Central to this narrative of excess was the Albany Resort, a private, ultra-luxury enclave in Nassau. It became the residential hub for FTX's inner circle. Here, amidst golf courses and super yachts, a particular property stood out. This was the $30 million penthouse, an opulent residence reportedly intended for SBF himself, though he later claimed to share it. It offered panoramic ocean views, sprawling living spaces, and amenities befitting a billionaire. The price tag for this single unit was staggering. It was just one piece of a vast real estate portfolio FTX acquired in the Bahamas, totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. These properties served as homes, offices, and symbols of their rapid ascent. While FTX was spending lavishly on luxury properties, its sister hedge fund, Alameda Research, was allegedly making risky, often speculative investments. The lines between the two entities and their funds grew increasingly blurry. The lavish spending wasn't limited to real estate. Reports emerged of private jet travel, exorbitant marketing campaigns, and a culture where money seemed to flow without restraint, fostering an illusion of limitless resources. Then, in November 2022, the carefully constructed facade began to crack. A CoinDesk article questioning Alameda's balance sheet triggered a cascade of withdrawals from FTX, revealing a critical liquidity shortage. The reality was devastating. FTX, once valued in the tens of billions, faced bankruptcy. The scale of the customer losses quickly became apparent. Billions of dollars vanished into the ether of reckless spending and alleged fraud. The penthouse, once a symbol of FTX's success, transformed into a stark emblem of the profound disconnect. While ordinary customers faced financial ruin, executives had been living a life of unimaginable extravagance. The subsequent legal proceedings brought the details of this spending into sharp focus. Prosecutors highlighted the acquisition of properties like the Albany penthouse as evidence of misuse of company and customer funds. Bankman-Fried's defense often painted a picture of mismanagement rather than malice, but the evidence presented in court told a different story. A story of deliberate choices that prioritize personal and corporate luxury over fiduciary duties. The bankruptcy estate, under new leadership, immediately began the arduous task of asset recovery. The Bahamian properties, including the notorious penthouse, became crucial targets in the effort to repay creditors. These properties, once symbols of FTX's perceived prosperity, were now stripped of their glamour, viewed solely as collateral to be liquidated. Their sale would contribute, however modestly, to the billions owed. The FTX Bahamas penthouse scandal serves as a potent cautionary tale. It illustrates how outward displays of success can mask catastrophic internal failures and ethical breaches, especially in unregulated or nascent industries. For many, the image of that $30 million residence gleaming under the Bahamian sun will forever be intertwined with the pain and betrayal felt by FTX's victims. A stark reminder of what happens when ambition eclipses ethics. The case continues to unfold, with ongoing efforts to trace and recover every possible asset. But the core lesson remains: the higher the pedestal, the harder the fall, especially when the foundation is built on deception. Explore another chapter in financial history where dreams turn to dust, right here.